whenever you're ready.
Okay, so this study was done on the health benefits of urban agriculture. Started off, I was just wanting to see, what can you all tell me about urban agriculture? What do you know about it?
I know they use like rooftop gardens a lot because they don't really have like that much space in order to like grow in urban areas.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. Moving on. The study was conducted by Ann Billows, PhD. She's professor at Rutgers, and then Jack Smith, and they are part of the Community Food Security Coalition's North America Initiative on Urban Agriculture, which is basically promotes it and kind of really wants to like use agriculture to combat problems that a lot of urban areas have. Okay. So a little background on the study. It was conducted in order to show the positive benefits of urban agriculture. It was conducted in cities that had a population of greater than 100,000 in Western Europe and North America. Urban agriculture was first recognized at the United Nations Conference on Human Habitats in Istanbul. And since then, urban agriculture has really just took off, especially in the southern hemisphere. It's really become a bigger thing. 1/3 of U.S. farms are actually located in urban areas that would fit this criteria of greater than 100,000, and that they produce 35% of the United States vegetables, livestock, fruit, poultry, and fish. And the purpose of the North American Food Security Coalition is to promote public policy pertaining to urban agriculture. The methods this was actually a review study, so it was a little different. They basically took the stats of a lot of different other studies and stuff and kind of put them together and looked for trends and stuff. They did do a little bit, but mostly 90% of this study was just looking at other studies and coming up with a conclusion. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So just a little things they concluded from the study. In a 130-day growing season, a little 10 by 10 plot can provide most households with nearly all the vegetables they need for the year. And that also provides a lot of their vitamin A, B, and C, and iron needs. And then some spaces, there's so many spaces that are kind of wasted in today's time. You think about it. When you go to your local park, how much space is wasted? It's not being used. It's just being mowed every week. That stuff could be put to use. Medians with highways, rooftops, walls, fences. I know my grandma, for example, she has a chain link fence because she lives in a sketchy area, and she grows green beans on it. So that kind of improves the look of it, and it also, she uses her space, what she has. Another thing that I kind of learned from this study is aquaculture is something that can be used a lot in urban agriculture. Actually, for fish, they're really efficient. It only takes 2 pounds to grow a fish 1 pound, 2 pounds of feed to grow a fish 1 pound. So going with more of what the study showed, the study showed that when you cook your own food, healthy eating and growing your own food promotes healthy eating and cooking practices. Whenever you're a gardener, your daily fruit and vegetable intake is typically a lot higher than non-gardeners, which makes a lot of sense. Vegetable gardening is more common in urban areas because fruit takes so much more space. They take a lot more resources, but if you do want to grow fruit and you live in an urban area, berries are always a really good option. And the two most common sources of protein in urban areas is poultry and fish, because they're both, poultry, you don't have to kill them. They can just lay eggs, and you can have 1 or 2, and that provides for most families. And then rabbit production also really feasible. And I've got some pictures just kind of showing you what this I thought was really neat. It is actually, they've made a hydroponic system out of an old swimming pool. So if your kids move out, you're so sick of that old thing in your yard, you're tired of keeping it clean. This is something that could be really neat.